watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort by him.
He's looking to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, two things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And two, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Trying to bully their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to surge it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 11 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires and picked off. Touchdown, San Diego State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. It's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Coming out with it, it's Shields. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Rockets have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab over the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. Snags it.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Rockets will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Toledo. He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for them. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. The play action fake. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Aztecs are marching down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The RPO, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Now they'll run the draw. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Makes the grab. It's Welch. Touchdown Aztecs! And the route is on. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shields. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Handoff from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's right on target. Powers through. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rockets. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Toledo, 28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Welsh. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll go to the draw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And is slipped out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
52, Toledo, 34.
Oh, he's going to go for the return.
Returner is tackled down at the 15. And your San Diego State Aztecs.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He'll keep it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
And the Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Looking for room. It's Sutton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Thrust that arm out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Fourth down.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for it.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.